How you going, ladies and gents, in the interwebs world? I'm
live from Utah.
I'm using a glove today. Whoops! Yep. Look, sorry, I took some fingers out. I don't know where they went. They must have come off on the piece of wood. Yeah. So just check out what I'm making today on my new lathe. All right. In my new workshop.
Direct from Utah.
Oh, damn it, Blair, your name's giving it away.
Oops.
Oh, should have changed that.
Oh, we should have, man. People would be so confused.
Really confuse everybody and put it. Really confuse everybody and put it all down a J.
J1, J2, J3.
So I thought what Blair's doing was more entertaining at the moment than what I'm doing. So it's kind of convenient that Blair's doing a turn.
Well,
yeah,
I'll be done here in just a minute or two.
No. You got another hour to go, Blair.
Hey, this isn't my live. This is your live, man.
This is Wood Turning Social.
That's it.
Wood Turning Social.
I'm gluing up some micro ring burners for finials. So I think what Blair's doing is a little bit more exciting.
Also, gang, I have at our host's permission, John McGee going to be joining us all the way from Anchorage, Alaska. I thought it would be unique. Someone from each end of the world, top and bottom.
Only in 2020 can this stuff happen.
Yeah.
It could have before, but it would have been so expensive. Only governments and big corporations could afford network to do it and software. And we muddle through it.
I can't afford to travel to the other side of the country, let alone the other side of the world.
But they're coming to you.
That's right. Are you scared? Are you scared?
Does that make you special?
I hope not. What I was born with should be enough.
It is. Right, you just have to be able to get out so people can get to know you.
That didn't sound right, did it? Yeah. As time goes on even more, I'm not really sure if I want to join a club around here. I like my virtual clubs.
Hey, Robo, you ever hear of the Northern Australian turner Ingler? McAllister in Ingler? No. He did the special today for the other club I belong to, which is the Grand River Club, and they had him on Zoom as a link, and he was doing a demo. A flat bowl, square bowl. But he'd heard of you, but it was like you're the other kind of turner. And I said, well, yeah,
Real turner.
he does. Yeah, he does. You know, you do commercial work. And then somebody in the club asked, well, do you sell your stuff? No. He does commercial work by hand, like the fancy tables and chairs and flagpoles and stuff that he said, I couldn't begin to do. I'm an artistic turner, he claimed, and you're a professional wood turner. You earn your money doing it commercially. But he'd never met you. He'd just heard of you.
How you going, Louis?
Oh, yeah. Good day, Louis.
So I'll flick yours over and show you what I'm doing. It's so exciting. I think watching paint dry would be more exciting, to be honest. I'm gluing. I'm gluing that wire to that. So yeah, exciting stuff.
Oh, mini garage.
Yeah, for worms.
Yeah, don't tell anyone, no.
Or you're going to go out and strangle some sparrows.
Well, it's getting harder to get chicken. Got to think of something, you know. Right, pigeons. There's heaps of them.
I was asked to get today on the Grand River Club because they had heard what I have been doing for the Detroit Club. We have a lot of members in common. And a professional turner that's been doing a lot of it for years is a good friend of mine, is a member there. And he kind of let it leak that I'm the tool designer behind his company. And all of a sudden I become a mystery god. No, I just like designing tools, and he sells them. But we were talking about the internet and what was going on it today and how it's changed. And something that he had heard that I was doing, it was called the open workshop or the open wood shop. And it's like, I got their club doing it where they just get in with StreamYard and 2 or 3 people will get together and just BS while they're in the shop. And women, some of them that are saying, well, I do that for our knitting. You know, I can't go with the people that I do knitting with. And so they're doing it. And more people are just 2 and 3 people together with their phones or tablets or TV or computer doing it. So I said, you know, it was brought up that I do something and involved in something similar with, you know, because you got a social wood turning site down here. It's like being in Jay's shop. And all the people that just get invited and drop in to watch, turn, kibitz, talk, and jump out again, both online and through chat. And they think that's a fantastic thing to have happening, and they're trying to encourage more people to start doing that. So you might have started something beyond you thought, whatever you thought.
Sorry, I was listening, Dr. Bob. I just had my face mask on.
Yeah.
Yes, it sounds interesting, that's for sure.
It's just as well that it's online because we'd never all fit in the Jay shed anyway.
It's his virtual shop in a small shed.
Yes. The space is unlimited in the virtual shop, isn't it?
Shoot some footage on your camera and then get an online, software package for your camera and edit it all together as an opening from your Jay's shop, from the outside, from the top, and some zooms and cuts. The tiny because there is a wood turner at the tiny shop or tiny turner shop or something. It's been around a while.
Yep. That'll take about a millisecond. That'll be the shortest intro in history.
You just have to be artsy craftsy. Get some pictures of a map where you are, a sky view. This is the Earth, and then do the zoom. And that little dot down there, no, that's a continent, and no, we keep going farther, and no, that's that little dot, and that's my shop.
Who's that?
Bring your own beer and join us. Bring your own coffee and beer, or your drinks and for a night.
Yeah, sounds all right.
Yeah, John. Well, could you at least jump in for a couple minutes and say hi and then disappear? Yeah, because I've mentioned we were just talking about you. Yeah, just use that link, hyperlink it, and it'll take you into Chrome, and then from there you'll be in Australia. Yep.
Been Australia, mate.
Yeah, he's trying to get in now. Hey, that's great. Oh, that gold showed up beautifully.
Yeah, that's nice, Blair. I like that.
Yeah, I'm surprised. This apple it's beautiful.
No coffee.
What was that, Robbo?
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. All right. You've got my address, don't you?
Hey, I could send that to you if you really, really want.
No. You're right.
Hey, Blair, you dropped your wax on the floor.
Oh, thank you.
I love that stuff. I got a couple of bottles of it.
I have.
Yeah, I've never tried that
for so long.
How you going, Joy? How you going, Doc?
Hello, everybody.
You got a camera?
Sorry?
Yeah, that's where you need to have the camera.
So I have
Good
one
eye, Doc.
improvement in my shop.
Oh, pardon you. Well, that's a quicker shot than mine.
I log in through my tablet because I've got a camera and I use a headset that gives me a mic that's controllable.
We're all
Most
good.
people they just go in through
Hopefully
a browser with, as long as they got a camera and a mic on their computer, they got it.
Joy, nice to see you. Louie, good to see you. Bailey just joined us. Hi, Bailey.
How you going, Bailey?
Yeah.
Hello, Bailey.
Yeah, just click the link I sent you. The StreamYard link. Yeah. Yep.
Hey Jay, how about switching cameras?
Oh, don't be like that.
Hey, Jay, you got someone else getting ready to come in. You want to let them?
Okay. Is that better, Blair?
Ah, so much better. We've got Robbo's best side.
Yes. And my best side.
So, okay.
Yeah, you always have to give permission each time for StreamYard.
Nice one, Dark. Thank
And
you.
when you talk, you can probably see the idiot green bar going up and down. That means your mic works. And then you simply say, join the studio, enter the studio.
Oh, sorry, Blair. Hang on. Hang on.
Yeah.
I took you off the screen. Sorry. Oh, you're a shithead.
He's trying to get in, Jay.
Okay, I'm letting him in now.
Okay.
I'm there.
Yeah. How are you?
Hello, John.
Hello, how are you?
We're good. Welcome to the bunch of misfits and wood addicts.
Well, I might just fit in.
I thought so.
How you going?
G'day, Mike. G'day, Mike. I recognise that face.
Yeah.
Always in the shadow, unless it's daytime.
Well, I'm sitting in a different location in the house right now, and I need to do some light adjusting here.
You just put him on full screen, Robbo. See, I can go like this, all right?
Australia.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yep,
I'm getting you in trouble from your wife, you can blame me. That's cool.
I'll be sure to do that.
All right. I think I'm far enough away.
She knows where the airlines run.
You know everybody that's here?
Well, I know you, and I kind of know Jay. Robo, I see him quietly with a piece on his lathe. I kind of know him.
Yep.
GTD Blair, I don't believe I've ever met.
Well, I don't know, Blair. I think you've been into our own club meeting once, the two of you. The
Actually,
Detroit
probably,
area woodturners.
yeah, come to think of it, that's true.
Yeah, I was there this morning.
All right. I've got my screen on full screen, so I can't see the chat. So if anyone says anything to me, can they just let me know, please?
What are you turning, Jay?
A finial.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to attempt to anyway. Oh, go on, boss.
Take the Yoda approach. Do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah, who's your cat?
He's going to turn today.
What's his
That's
name?
Socks.
Socks.
Socks, okay.
Yeah.
Good name.
Now, can you tell them how or where you are south of the equator? I mean, Australia, but
All right.
us Northerners don't know Australia for you two. I know where Utah is.
Yeah, I'm in Adelaide, South Australia.
That's over on the west coast or east coast? West coast.
And it's on the south. south of Australia, right down the very bottom.
Okay.
You know, north south of them is Antarctica.
Yeah.
Like north of you is the Arctic. So we've got someone that has about as far as you could go before you hit the poles.
Yeah, the flip side.
And Robbo is most probably a little bit closer to the Antarctica because he's a little bit further down the coast in another state, Victoria.
Yeah. Well, I'm
How you
talking
going?
to you. I'm talking to you from the land up over, and you're in the land down under.
Come
I
around full
thought you'd get
circle.
a kick out of. I thought you'd get a kick out of that, John, and join our crazy group. And often we have the young lady was from Sweden that jumps in once in a while with her cat.
Yeah.
Just to watch. And Mark.
Yeah. Eva.
You know, Eva, yeah.
Yeah.
And Mark from England, the professional earworm.
He gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's social turning.
Yeah.
Hey,
Turning in Jay.
What was that?
Nick is up pretty late.
Yeah.
It's morning. It's morning.
All right. This is
Good day, Nick. How are you?
this is a gum branch, just something I found on a walking trail one day. I have no idea what type of gum it is.
You've got a lot of choices.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have to go outside. I smoke in the shed.
What was that?
Not sure who he was talking
I
to,
said,
Jay.
I don't go. I said to Joy, I said, I don't go outside to have a smoke except when I'm in the house, but I smoke in the shed. That's mine.
How are you doing, Robo?
Yeah, Robo.
Did you hear that, Robbo?
Well, I know he was
Sorry, what's
cleaning
that?
up.
John asked how you were going.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm going all right. Sorry, I'm muting the phone because I'm actually working as well at the moment.
Not a problem.
What are you making?
I got an order for another 100 lamps.
You're lighting up the world.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell she sells them, but she's gone through the 90 that I've delivered to her, and she's put in there's still 10 of those to get to her, and there's another. She's ordered another 100 of them, so I don't care.
I'll tell you, your demo of how you made them was fantastic. And to think that you make them, 10 at a time or something like that, that's quite a production turner. But that's what you do.
Oh, that's what I do.
Yep. But I had it really weird today. I was on it 2 clubs at the same time, one on a tablet and one on my phone. Because our club meeting, our club moved the meeting a week early because of Thanksgiving. because our Michigan clubs stagger our meetings so we can go to each other's meetings. We coordinate them. But the Grand River, which covers the other half of the lower part of Michigan, their meeting was today at the same time. So I had my meeting running on my phone and their meeting on my tablet. I'm trying to keep up with both. And our guest speaker was from Sydney. So he was turning a square bowl.
Actually, he lives in the
Who was
UK. That's Phil Irons.
Who was this guest speaker?
Oh, the Phil Irons, that was our club meeting. The one that we were doing with Grand River Woodturners was in Sydney.
No, that was Phil Irons. Grand River was Phil Irons.
Oh, I thought it was.
And he actually lives in the UK.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about here.
Well, you'd think he was from Australia with his accent, but he's actually lives in the UK for quite a few years. The good thing is I can understand him easily. I don't have to sort through 17 different accents and dialects.
Yeah, because I had both meetings going at once.
Jay, Dark Matter says you need to use that sexy skew, Jay.
He's got a reason at the moment.
Sorry, I just had a freight train go past Blair, so I didn't hear any of that.
Dark says use the sexy skew, Jay.
I'll let Robbo can answer that.
No, he's got an excuse at the moment. I had too sexy at the moment. He's cut up all the grinds on the side edges of it and everything. So
Welcome, Hodge. Glad you popped in.
g'day, Robert. How are you?
Hey, Robert.
Is it weird to say, hey, Robert, how's your beaver?
So do you ever get your snow there in Anchorage today?
Nope, haven't seen it. The most exciting thing in Anchorage today was the state high school swimming competitions. And I was happy to report that my twin grandchildren both took top spots all the way through.
Wow.
They're really, really fast swimmers. When they move over to the University of Michigan up on the north end of Michigan, they will, I don't know if it'll be next year or the year after, they will be, they've got a swimming scholarship from the university, I guess.
Oh.
So they will turn in a good performance for the university, I think.
Yeah. They'll be known as Youpers.
I guess I will.
Because that's a typical Michigan inside joke. And Lyle, you know Lyle Jameson out of
Yeah.
Michigan?
Hmm.
He's a troll.
Oh, is he?
You know the difference.
Well, from the Scandinavian standpoint, I do, but I don't know about Michigan.
Okay. The We have an upper and lower peninsula, of course.
Right.
And if you're above the bridge, and before the bridge was there, it was a ferry. But if
Yeah.
you're above the mitten, you're a youper. If you're below it, you're a troll because trolls are under the bridge.
Exactly. I understand that.
So people in lower Michigan are trolls.
That's one way to define them.
Yep. Been that way quite a while. But yeah, that's been an inside Michigan joke for a long time. In fact, a lot of people will get the little bumper sticker. That's one of the few things you can add to your approved that can be added to your license plate and stuck on it.
Oh, really?
But now you pay an extra $5 and because they're all custom printed,
Ah,
stamped,
yeah.
and you can have it, the little troll. It says troll with a little troll and but that can be put on the plates because it's been adopted by the state as a definition. And also, if you have a Michigan park pass, that can go on your plates. You don't have to have, you can carry one in your wallet to get into the parks, but
See you later,
you can get
Joy.
your park pass. Are you turning
Oh, we don't.
or are you in your office?
No, me?
Yeah.
I'm actually turning. I'm setting up for getting these lamps done. You see me, well, you can't see me, but I'm wandering around in the background all over the workshop at the moment.
Oh, because if there was something to see that you're doing that'd be interesting to set up for your big lamp run. Maybe we could get you focused.
No, I'm not set up yet. Still working on it.
You going to get them done before the wedding?
Oh, yes. Yeah, well, I've got a delivery to make on Wednesday on the way to the wedding. So I'm hoping that I'll have these next 100 done by Wednesday for her. So sending them up by post, which takes weeks to get there.
Can't you ship them by rail? Be cheaper? Or
No,
does your rail do
no,
freight?
no. I don't think our rail does freight anymore, actually, except maybe interstate. Australia Post may use rail, but I got a funny feeling everything goes via Australia Post these days. Used to be a very big thing, except cars and things. Some cars and bigger machinery goes by rail. But as far as parcels go, I don't think that's on anymore. They used to.
It goes by truck or lorry now, or does it fly?
No, well, that's the funny part about it. Everybody thinks that in Australia, being as large as it is, that they fly interstate. They don't. Everything goes by truck interstate. The only freight that goes overseas either goes on, like if it's fast freight, it goes on a plane. But if it's just ordinary post, it goes by ship.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've seen some of the truck trains, specials on those. That's where the first automated self-driving vehicles were tested as your truck trains.
Yeah. Yeah, they're playing with that in Western Australia because well, the distances from the mines to the coastal shipping is 600 or 700 kilometres. So it's better that they auto drive rather than have drivers. And even though they're at the moment they're playing with it, I believe they still have a driver in the truck just in case.
Yeah, but that's where most of the research on automated self-driving vehicles has been done, is through a couple of universities. I know University of Michigan has people down there working, a couple of doctorate engineers getting their doctorate for self-driving, and Ford Motor Company has an R&D test center now in Australia for testing their self-driving cars.
Yeah,
Got a
well,
neighbor of mine, that's what he does.
There's so much open space out where they are, but there's nothing for them to hit if they do go off the rails.
Yeah.
But even the trains, the ore trains, can be run from an office 700 or 800 kilometres away, and that's how a lot of the ore actually comes out of the ground and gets delivered to the ships. There's no manual. There's nothing manual in any of it.
Like a kid's toy train.
Yep. Yeah, only they're 2 kilometres long.
Yeah. I was watching that on, what was it, Discovery, our Discovery channel. And it's the same people that do Discovery here as runs the Australian Discovery channel, because I watch it occasionally online when they have the YouTube ones. And now the Discovery Network here, which is now a full network, they have programs that are produced that are Discovery Australia. Quite a few of them. And the trains was one of them.
We're just clever, that's all out here. Most of the major medical discoveries have all been Australian, like the bionic ear and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, your medical test laws are much more lenient than we have here. Because years and years ago, when I was a scoutmaster, actually an explorer post, one of the kids' mothers was the surgical nurse for a person who was working on open heart surgery and on techniques and that, and actually went for 2 years to go to Australia in order to learn the technique that was going to be, and then come back here to the States and Canada. There was a group of doctors from both sides of the border here to learn how to do open heart surgery, and technicians and that, that run the gear and the machines that go ping, to be British. Yeah. And I ended up taking the kid in because he was the leader of the scout troop, and I made sure he went to school for 2 years and brought his grades up and all that happy stuff, while his mother and father were busy learning how to do open heart. And that's been quite a while ago.
We pioneered that too.
Well, they went to Australia to learn it.
Yeah.
What was that, Robbo?
we pioneered open heart surgery as well. The rather sad part about that is that the bloke that pioneered it, the heart-lung transplants, bloke called not Michael Chan, Dr. Chan, was shot and killed in a parking lot. Nobody knows why. I'll see you later, Nick. Good to see you now.
Thanks for coming in, Nick. See you later.
John still in?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, John, Bob and I tend to dominate the chat a little bit sometimes when we get going.
Well, that's just fine.
So what you been up to besides meetings today, John?
Well, that's basically what I've been up to, other than I got, when my grandkids left the house with their parents to go to the swim meet, we picked up the live stream televising of the meet, and it just ended about the time I came on. So let's say for about the last 6 or 7 hours, I've been watching fast swimming young people and wondering how I ever could catch them if I'm just doing my dog paddling. They're really fast.
I was going to say,
These kids.
Sorry, John, go ahead.
The fastest swimmers in the various teams are all tall young people, slender build, and you could say they have a real high hull speed. Hydrodynamically, they're the right shape, and they've got good musculature, but they're not bodybuilders. They certainly are lithe and have a lot of stamina. Big feet for the kick, like wearing flippers.
I watch my grandkids running around and that, and I think, geez, I used to have that much energy once.
Yeah.
So, as you know, Bob, I did the Grand River Wood Turners this morning, since I'm a member of the Grand River Turners.
Well, I have been too.
I was really, I'd forgotten Phil Irons was going to be on. I enjoy his demos. He's very thorough, very clear. He makes sure that his audience understands what he's doing, why he's doing, and pick up the technique and safety tips that slip into the conversation. He's a pleasant person to have as a demonstrator, I think. Good sense of humor.
I liked it.
I watched him when that worldwide virtual symposium was on back in September. I watched him every session he had, and his session on coloring wood was superb. And that little caddy spoon he held up as a door prize for Doug that Doug won.
Yeah.
Was I watched him turn 6 of them on one of the events at the virtual symposium, and I guess he's probably turned maybe close to 100,000 of those by now, because once he started turning them as a production item, the coffee shops and whatnot started buying them in lots of 100 or better, and they had them for sale on their counters, and people were buying them. And he sells them for about with the fancy woods for $45 a piece, and the more common woods about 35. But they're actually very easy to make. And he got it figured out, and he made a couple of custom chuck jaws and devices to hold them as he worked on them, and it really makes a difference. Of course, his muscle memory is pretty well developed after the first 10,000.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is you can use small pieces of wood to make them. It's not like you're going to have to log half the forest to make a bunch.
Well, I really got a kick out of watching them do that bowl.
Yeah.
I had not thought of that. In fact, I would have thought I wouldn't have thought of it at all because I've always thought of round bowls. But
Well, you
you haven't seen? Can you put me up? I'll show them what I did to the bowl. I was busy today.
Oh,
An
yeah,
immersion
okay.
bowl.
That's what I usually do.
And I like being able to have the bowl taper to follow, and that was the hardest part. And then get this in here. I brought it in because my shop's not heated, and I didn't want it to crack until I had it finished.
Yeah.
And sanded. It's nice wood. I really like the texture for the. It's got
The grain and the texture and such, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a crack forming here. But I can't help it. It's small.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you could put a paywall on it.
Yeah. That was what I did when I finished the two. I just went out to do something to get rid of the anxiety or anxiousness. That's the problem with this COVID. And
Yeah, it has a lot of serious effects on people that way.
well, the VA bluntly tells me if I go out, if I get it, I will die. No ifs, ands, or buts because of my immune system.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good reason to stay inside, I'd reckon.
Yeah. And I say, well, can I go and I do turning and dust and all that? And they said, that's not going to kill you. You've been doing it so long, but your lungs are clear. And I've got a very good helmet, a pro. Just I can't necessarily afford the new filter bags for it, but I do find if I use my horse and a half dust collection system funneled down to a 1-inch end, I can almost suck those bags inside out and get the dust out of them. So
yeah.
I've reused them often.
Those are the HEPA style or the HEPA filter bags that you've got in your helmet.
Well, it's the I'm trying to think of the name. It's got the visor that flips down the whole helmet in a battery pack. I forget the brand of it. That's the problem. I'm having memory problems.
Could be a trend. I've got a Raquel. I have a Raquel I inherited from a guy that unfortunately died, and his widow was passing these tools and things around to some of us who knew him. She gave me the dust mask, and it's a powered unit with a belt-mounted fan and filter, and has the hose that goes up to the back of your helmet. Raquel, yeah.
The Rakel is the best of the lot. I've got two of them. One of them, the battery pack's actually died, but I feed that with compressed air like a hooker of a abalone diver.
Uh-huh.
So mine's a Tand Pro. I had, oddly enough, the VA offered me about 9 years ago, because I do turning and I've turned a lot of urns. They gave me a grant to buy, it wasn't a grant, a prescription to buy a air protection system for my wood turning or by woodworking. And told them what I wanted, and I filled the form out for it. And next thing I knew, about 6 weeks later, it was purchased because it was purchased by the U.S. government. It was cheaper because it's GSA listed, as they call it,
Mm-hmm.
and all sorts of accessories and spare batteries. And
Hello, Eva.
Hello, Eva.
are you going to do another captive ring on that?
Looks like he's setting up to.
Yep. And Robo's been teaching him everything he knows about wood turning. 500 clicks away.
So I heard. Well,
Yeah, I don't know whether that's a good. Don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, he hasn't stabbed himself often.
Well, that's true. He hasn't killed himself yet.
Yeah. And I think his wife does excellent pyography. She ought to have a channel of her own. They could call it Burning and Turning.
Yeah, good. Yep.
She does, Dr. Bob. She does have a channel, but she just shuns away from it. She doesn't want to. Doesn't want to do YouTube.
Well, she doesn't have to show her face.
Yeah,
we get to see we see your navel more than your face.
Yeah, I should just paint some eyes, hey.
Eva says, what cat account, Jay?
To the cat and the fish crafting account. I can send it to your personal one. That doesn't matter. No biggie.
But they're really gorgeous. She usually comes out and shows them.
There you go, Eva. I'll send it to both of your accounts. If you want to come in, that is.
Robo, are you watching?
Yeah.
You got to see this. He's actually using it.
I've used it a couple of times. I've just used it really quickly.
I know. I wanted to have Robo catch you using the skew.
No, that won't happen. Not until I've fixed it anyway. Alright. Here goes.
Do it from the top, Jay.
Jump there.
The reason for doing it from the top, Jay, is A, you can see where the wire is for starters, and B,
Yep.
if it happens to grab, it's going to drag your hand forward towards you rather than pull you in underneath the thingo. So
Yep. I think it's going to heat up and melt before it's going to heat a line in.
yeah, I think it's probably going to be too small.
That's all right. No harm in trying.
Well, Jay
That's
sent you
kind
the link. Jay has sent you the link, Kat, Eva. So you should be able to get in.
So both
Unless you're
accounts.
sitting in backstage there.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, she is. There you go. Look at that.
Hello,
How you
John
going?
McGee, Dr. Bob, and Rubbo. No count today, though.
That's okay.
Good
Yeah, but
afternoon.
we got a newcomer from Alaska.
Nice.
Good evening.
You get introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Eva, or Eva, as we say in Swedish. I'm a Swedish saddler by profession, but I like to fiddle around with a bit of wood and a bit of this and a bit of that.
I see. And I'm John.
George, is this I'm just
I'm
going to
John
ask you if
from
it was the
Alaska.
first time you heard my voice. Okay, now, John, I give it all to you.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm John. I'm from Alaska.
And
Now,
your turn?
just to, there's a
Yes.
There's
Yes, I do.
there's a question being asked there. There's a question being asked. Is there an advantage to a live rather than just a video? Well, I'll answer from my perspective. I actually prefer videos to do a video rather than lives, but I enjoy the lives because you get interaction between the people in the chat and that. So, but unfortunately, my internet is not real flash, so it tends to lag a little bit. But that's about the only thing. Plus, I can answer questions straight away rather than have them put down on the video. That's just my take on it anyway.
And my version of it is I've lost too many good projects to see now this is melting. I've lost too many good projects to data being lost or corrupted or something for some silly reason. So I just do lives now. Not even going to fit in there, is it?
Well, I think
prefer live.
from my projection is the fact it's like getting together with friends at their workshop where you can talk.
Yes.
It's not one person teaching another, except in this case, Jay is the one that's learning to turn, and he's more of a frugal turner because where he's at, he doesn't have the tools that we're so used to. And even
Yes.
a burning wire, he had to take an extension cord apart and take the wire apart in it and twist it together to make one. And I think that's fantastic. That's creativity. And we just take stuff like that for granted.
Yep, I'm going to get the lighter out in a minute and burn it if it doesn't work properly.
Well, I'm going to have to leave this happy company. My kids are about home, and it's time for dinner. So I'll say
you
good
wanna-
evening.
I appreciate you coming in, John. Thank you.
Yep. Good to meet
You want a
Nice to
link
meet
for
you.
tomorrow? John, do you want to have him send you a link tomorrow?
Probably not. I'm going to be tied up late tomorrow.
Ah,
So
Okay.
anyway, another day. I enjoy
Yep.
it. Take care, everybody.
yep,
See you
good
later.
night.
Yeah,
Yep.
something-
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
But Bailey, to get back, I think if you do a restore project, maybe it's better to do a video that you edit and stuff like that. But I don't like to do the editing part, so that's why I don't like that. Of course we will watch. If I'm not there when it's having its premiere, I will watch it later. Okay? Because I have a weird sleeping pattern.
I've got your bell on your page set to all, so I'll see the notification when it comes up.
Yeah, so do I.
As long as it's not at 3 o'clock in the morning for us.
I need to see if I actually sub to you. I think I am, though. Are you having a thunderstorm right now?
No?
I noticed you named this thunderstorm.
Yeah, it was going a bit crazy this morning when I got up.
Oh.
It's starting to mellow out a little bit now, but it's really muggy and horrible.
Yeah, if you still have the thunderstorm heat going, it will. Oh, I can't just imagine. Then I'd rather be here and freeze.
Much the same here too, Jay. It's as hot as hell and it's as humid as buggery.
Yep. This wood just doesn't want to burn.
I say,
how embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well,
you can't find an old guitar, find someone who's thrown a piano in the dump. That's excellent burning wire from piano strings.
Some people are always giving away free pianos on Gumtree here.
Piano strings are good for many things.
Yeah, you can take a person's head off with a piano string.
Yeah, a garrote.
I make owls from them.
Yeah.
Oh. That would be an interesting program to have you do a class on.
How to make an owl from a piano string?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to listen because it's very noisy when I hammer it. I cold hammer it.
Oh.
So, yeah. And it needs to be, preferably an owl for stitching leather is supposed to be in a diamond shape. So the cut you make is going to be diamond shape on the leather.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the way you a bit hiding the stitching holes. That's why you don't want to have a round owl. Just prick a hole. So that is preferably because that's also how you can see if it's hand stitched or not. Because if you use a stitching machine, you will have the holes from the needle always shown.
Oh yeah.
But you kind of hide them when you do it like that with a diamond shape owl. So you need to hammer it down in a square shape first, and then you're flattening it out to the size and stuff you want to have.
Oh, you mean an awl? An awl, not an owl. An awl.
Is it a difference? An owl is always round, or what? But they sell as owls.
An awl is for punching holes. An owl is a thing that flies and catches mice.
It's a bird.
I was trying to, yeah.
I don't know to pronounce it.
All. It said the same as everybody is here. In other words, all people are here. All.
How do you say that? All.
It's A-double-L is how it's spelt. A-double-L.
It's not double L where I order them from, though.
No. That's the right spelling, Eva. All.
Yeah, all.
A-W-L.
I can't pronounce it. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Yeah. Thank you, Robo.
It's all right. I'm not having a shot at you. It's just I'm trying to work out how the hell do you make an owl out of piano wire?
Yeah, but then you heard how I use it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
Then I
what
knew what
threw
you were
me.
talking about.
Yeah, okay. So I pronounce it wrong, but now we got everything sorted, so we know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have seen people weave piano wire together to make animals.
Oh, that's
So-
why you would thought. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I would love to see that too, Bob.
They use solder to hold it in place, and it's kind of springy, because you can take it and push it. You put it on fasten it to a base, and I saw a person years ago make art that way at an art fair.
Yeah,
There's
of
another
course.
word. There's another word, Bob. I first heard solder. I thought, what the hell are these Americans talking about? I'm going to solder this wire into place here. And there's an L in the bloody thing. It's solder.
Yeah.
Meow.
Okay. So how are you guys doing?
Yeah, not bad.
Blair's still
Darcy,
with
I'm
us?
going real good. I'm
Darcy,
going real
you
good. I
should
managed.
hold it right there to make friction hot enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something to do that now. I'll get a bit of plastic next. If it shits me off
Don't
too
you
much.
have like a wooden tool or something, whatever, or metallic that you can hold long enough?
It's
Maybe you have this wood
It's
that
really
just
fine.
won't do.
A plastic card, like a bank card.
But don't use the bank card. Haha.
No, but an old bank card, that type of plastic card will burn it too.
Yep.
Laminex or 4 micro is probably the best for doing a thin line.
A what?
Laminex or Formica.
Oh, yeah.
Bailey, are you
Laminex.
in Australia too?
Nah, he's just trying to work out the time difference.
Yeah, Bailey, it nearly threw me out. I was nearly ready to do my live thing this morning at 10 o'clock, not last night, for the virtual craft thing, because I got all the times mucked up.
Don't you have any offcut from an electrical cord with some copper in it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, braid cables from bikes work well. Look, there's 1,000,001 things you can actually use. I think bank cards actually melt.
Yep, like this one's doing. Like this piece of plastic's doing.
That's exactly. Yeah, no, plastic won't work.
Isn't it also that some woods just won't burn up the way you want? They are so hard to do the burning marks on? Or is it too fresh or green?
Too bloody
Any
hard.
wood will burn.
Nick used a piece of wood stick, like the leftover from an ice cream or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, David. You want to go and buy me an ice cream and eat it, and give me the stick, please? Come on.
What else can we use?
Jay,
Yeah.
Jay,
Yeah.
get your. Now, don't laugh. Get your skew chisel.
Yeah.
And what you're going to do is use the edge of the skew chisel.
That sounds like a good plan.
So I'll make the rings explode.
No. See where it's rectangular? See the 4 corners on it? Use one of the corners, angle at 45 degrees and press down hard on it. And then you can just can take the top off the ring a little bit then to bring it down to the width you want.
And don't cut.
Do you understand what I mean or not?
I'm sitting there. I'm trying to picture it on my head. It's like I'm going to make these rings explode. That's all I'm hearing.
All right. Just put me up on camera for a minute, all right?
It's already got a chip taken out of it, and then around there it's got a split in it.
Yeah, right.
I'm fighting against it. I tell you.
Right. So put your chisel at an angle like that, not straight up and down like that, over at about 4 or 5 degrees, and use the bottom edge. Just put a nick in it. Sit it in.
Yeah.
And push. And then when you've got it done, and don't hold the hot tool, just take it down until it narrows, all right?
Yep.
That's neat. I'd never seen that done. But that's a production turner.
Yeah, that's so clever.
That's just so he can look at my skew, isn't it?
Actually, another way I do it is like this. You fit it down actually between the tool rest and the wood as well. You just leave it up.
I've only got one problem though.
What's that?
I need a skew chisel that's about 3 mil wide because it's a very narrow spot there.
Well, use your parting tool, the edge of your parting tool. Anything with a sharp edge on it will do it.
Yeah, I've got a little carving tool that I've put an edge on. I'll try that.
Yeah, all right.
No, that's cut off too.
Yeah, you have to lean it over 45 degrees to get the edge in there. And watch out, it gets hot.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Lean it a bit more.
Needs a fair bit of pressure on it.
I can hear the budgies.
Got smoke coming off it yet?
No,
Did you put wax on it?
it's not pine, it's gum, so it's just a tad harder than your average.
Yeah.
Average.
I'll give you some black paint.
Yeah, just about, hey. I'll fix it good and proper.
All right.
That'll fix it.
Yeah,
That'll
don't work. Burn it up.
That's right.
Just make it a captive ring and give up.
Burn
you
the
got-
ring.
You got your ring tool handy?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just one of them woods that don't like to be burned.
I think so. There, take that.
Yeah, it works.
I win.
Competition.
But it's not gone in the middle where you want it. That's the problem.
That's right. I've done the opposite now.
Yeah, you have indeed.
Design change.
Yeah.
That's it. That's woodworking, isn't it?
Yeah, but
that's-
sometimes
that's
you have
quite
to be
true.
flexible.
That's quite true too, Dark. Higher speed helps a lot.
Oh,
Faster
yeah,
you get it
whoops.
going, the better.
It doesn't matter now.
Just sound it up a little bit and be perfect.
Yep. Yeah, brown. Good enough.
Yeah, well, it got burnt at least. That was
Yes,
the
yeah.
issue, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would.
I almost said a bad word, but I decided not to. I did sub you now, though, Bailey, if you're still here listening.
Got a bit of a wonk going on there.
When did you get a ring tool?
About a month ago I got it.
I haven't put on my radio voice yet, Dark. The BBC call.
Oh, Jark. That's the one I did.
Is it just the cat that's getting excited, Dark, or what?
That's the question.
I think I must admit I've turned my back to the wall with Dark around. I'm not quite sure about him yet.
And I hope we would have got snow by now, but we didn't get.
Yeah, there you go. I made it. It's finished now. I don't know where it went, but it's finished. Here you go. Here's a bit here. I saved a bit for you.
You can redesign it again.
Oh, there's my burnt ring finial. See? Beautiful.
Yeah,
we
but
can't see it. You're in the dark.
I told you I
You
could
can
make
do
it
it.
explode.
Make a new ring on the other side where you have the funnel.
Yeah, right. That's his
I'm not gonna make
kaputski.
Dark.
Well, one thing you
auto
can
picks
do.
work well, and also sharpened Allen keys.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go and get me some coffee, guys.
Yeah,
I'll be back, I'll be back in a minute.
Be right back.
You know, Jay, another purpose of a ring tool, it's kind of cheating. You can use it to undercut something like the head of your arrow there.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
to give
I've
it
been.
a little undercut, and then people wonder how you do it. You got to skew in to do that? No, it's my special hollowing tool.
Yeah. No, I've done that once before with a mushroom.
Yeah, it's people wonder, how do you ever do that? Yeah.
I can't tell you, but you can buy this if you want.
I've got one, but the one I got in a tool sale, and it was only a left-hand sided ring. It was a Sorby that when they wanted, they sold you right and left. So
Yeah.
I've got to pull it out now and just watching you use it and grind it down so it's a two-sided. Because the only difference is that the bevel's on only one side.
Yep. No, they had that one in the bag, didn't they? The left and right one.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a weird thing happen, and it was by accident today. While I was in Grand River Woodturners Club meeting, demo, following two at once is not easy, being in two Zoom meeting.
Yes, I bet.
Participating in both of them, because I'm a member of both. But after the meeting, they were talking, the guy that did the beta testing for the tool system I designed. He was talking about having a new tool come out, and we got talking about it on the side. And all of a sudden, the whole conversation died, and they were listening to what he and I were talking about, because he's a world-renowned wood turner and tool maker. And I'm, to them, a nobody, even in my own club. I'm just a nobody that likes putting people together to do stuff. I'm no whiz turner. But my big challenge is deep hollowing, because I do urns for ashes.
Yes.
And I like doing big stuff, because I've done a lot of little stuff, but big stuff. And he tested my stuff, and all of a sudden, all these so-called pro local turners are shut up to hear the two of us talk. He's got some new tools coming out, and we got talking about the tools that I developed. And I received 4 phone calls and text messages about, would I be willing to do demonstrations of my tools?
That's all right.
And I'm just the designer of them.
Are you going to do them?
I got to figure out a way of doing it. I got Wi-Fi in the shop, but I don't.
You'll have to steal an internet cable off one of your kids.
Oh no! Well, I pay for it. We get a full gig speed. Nothing slows down in this house. They're all like, they got gaming, and they got like 3 or 4 Xboxes playing games, and a couple of computers that are playing games, and a tablet online. I mean, it eats up. I don't have a problem with lag. But then again, that's the least I can do for the kids.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, Doc. Good. That makes me happy. I can walk around my workshop now. But I must be a lesbian as well, because I like women too.
Oh, you're all lesbians then. Except me.
Yep.
Having trouble decide what color?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots to put colours, and I'd prefer they weren't similar to each other, right next to each other. So
Well, not too similar. Red, orange, blue, purple, and green.
that one or that one. That one or that one.
But it depends what other you choose, so they break up. If you next to the orange, that's light green is much better. Yeah, they work.
Maybe that.
I don't like yellow so much, but that's
Now,
me.
Eva, just to answer your question, what's an auto tool? It's been shortened from automotive. In other words, it's tools that are used on
Aha.
cars.
That's why. Thank you.
No sweat.
You were way off, yes, Dark. Oh, you were coloring that much in between. I see. Now I got it.
Yeah, I've been asked to do a couple of live presentations on the deep hollowing system. I don't know. I just got to be able to get a decent camera or something set up, tripod, and do some practice. I might do it with maybe here some night with Jay and Robo.
Sounds like a great idea.
Well, the thing is, what I designed was a hollowing system, but not the tools, the tool tips.
Yeah.
Like I can take a tool that's normally handheld that Robert Sorby makes, and I've made adapters to put them on an inch to an inch and a half steel bar that won't vibrate, and in doing so, I can do all the hollowing and trim work. You know, a foot or 2 foot down into a vessel.
Yeah,
where no
nice.
other tool will do it.
That blue turned very green when it comes onto the wood because the wood were so yellow.
Yeah, and the red went brown there.
But the red looks really red on the cam though.
Yeah, it does.
My eyes are seeing brown for some reason.
And like the purple went black. But it's deep purple, all right, just what I like.
Yep.
I was trying to get hold of some mica powder up here in Sweden, and it's really hard and really, really expensive.
Can you can you just use makeup?
The makeup usually have some sort of oil in it that might ruin my ideas.
You can just get like eyeshadow or eyeliner or something like that. That's just the powder.
But they go as mineral powder here, and those are really, really expensive makeup.
Well, then you just have to sell your product for a really, really expensive price, and don't you?
I sure do. But then we have recently got Amazon in Sweden.
Yep.
So, but I was laughing my head off because they named stuff really, really bad. They used like Google auto translate or something, and it didn't work because they were saying really, really naughty words. For stuff, and it was absolutely a disaster. so because the vocabulation on Google Translate isn't good enough, so they don't. Yeah, so
that's funny.
It even made it to the news because they were naming stuff like the horny paddle or something like that. It was just crazy. And who want to buy that?
No, I'm sure there's some kinky people might want to see what it is and buy it. Or some YouTubers want to do a YouTube video about, you know what this is? This is what it said. And this is what I got video.
Yeah, that would have made it. But they were very fast to kind of look through it. What did you say, Yay?
I said curiosity might get the better of you.
Yeah, maybe. It was hilarious, the naming they give to stuff. But I found actually mica powder there a lot cheaper, and in a group pack where you could get like 24 colors for like what you
Yes.
get 3 colors in Sweden of this stuff, and it was usable for soap and lots of other stuff too. And I've been kind of interesting to make my own soap.
Can
Yes,
you
I
get?
buy that. I get
Can
that
you get?
too in a box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Eva, can
30 packets in a box, different colors.
Yeah, but those were so expensive, and it was all the wrong colors. All the weird colors. It didn't have a red, it didn't have a purple, it didn't have a yellow, it didn't have a blue, or it was pastel colors. It was just weird color selections they had in Sweden, and they were so expensive. And
I wonder if
I
it's an import tax because they come out of China.
but you know, if Amazon can ship them to me, if I ordered for some tiny little stupid kind of tool I would need that was kind of cheap, I would get up to the price when I have free shipping also.
Oh, yeah, but sometimes shipping can kill you. I was looking at some stuff to ship to Jay, and it was nine
Yeah,
times of what I paid for it just in shipping.
yeah. Must have been a heavy piece then.
No, and it was
Yeah,
coming from China. I would think they could ship it from China directly to Australia, but they'd have to. I don't know how they did it, but it would be outrageous.
but you could order to somebody else's address.
So I would have ordered it directly shipped to him
Yeah, exactly.
from China to him and me pay for it. Because
Yeah,
one nice thing about Amazon is you can change your location.
yeah.
So if I changed it to Australia, then it would, my shipping address there, it still would have been free shipping, but the price went up on the product. The same product when I changed countries.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I think it's maybe because their local warehousing doesn't carry it as much as we have a lot of warehousing here. The bigger the population, the more products I can get overnight.
Yeah. Yeah, but if I ordered from China now, I have to pay a really stupid extra tax for that. And then I have to pay taxes, the import taxes for the goods I order as a private person. Isn't it ridiculous?
Yeah, you have to pay an import tax too, an import
Yes,
tax and a sales tax.
yes. But I
Well,
have to do that as a private person. So it will cost me, depending on what I ordered rings in silver for once, and they were very cheap. And then I have to pay extra, because all the shopping they didn't catch it up from the tax government part, so they decided these silly rules that we have to pay.
Yeah, a lot of people have tariffs. I know we've got all these stupid tariffs from all over the world now under this president. Like for me to go 10 miles or 20 miles and go across the border to Canada and buy a piece of wood or buy a 6-pack of Coke
Yeah,
and then bring it in, I have to pay an import tariff on it. And if
but
it's
yeah,
wood, it's ridiculous because one of the things I do in the winter that I don't talk about much is that with a friend of mine, he makes kayaks and I do the kayak paddles for him. And his kayaks are known all over North America for racing and also some just for family paddling around.
yeah.
And I do the finish, he does the rough cut on his CNC machine and I shape the paddles. A racing paddle, a beginner's paddle, they're all shaped different on the kayak. And I've been doing it for years in the winter. makes pretty good money.
Nice.
But they're made out of red cedar, Western red cedar, because it floats, it's lightweight, and it doesn't
And it
absorb
looks
water.
great.
Yeah, it's a traditional, but we have to we have to buy the wood from Canada.
Yeah.
And on each paddle, just the tariff, the import tax that we have to pay now for a paddle, just for the piece of wood, is $7.20
Yeah.
to buy Canadian wood.
Can't you just put it in the river and let it float across?
Well, I'll just leave it.
Yes.
You can throw it across in places.
By
But
the
when
way,
they're buying
Jay,
it's by the truckload.
is your lathe going the fastest it can go now?
No, I've just turned it up 2 speeds faster, so see how that goes.
Yeah.
So always the fastest. It'll give you friction quicker.
Yeah, go faster, Jay.
No, that's fine. It's burning now.
Dark is saying go faster. Cedar strips canoes are really, really nice. I watched. Oh, it got dark there! Yay! It's really nice canoes to look at too. They look so great,
Yeah.
and they are expensive to buy.
We see the best wood actually comes out of northern Canada, the best cedar, and because there's, I don't know, 10 or 12 classes of cedar or subgenuses of cedar, and it's all on the size of the tubes that are in the cedar itself. I forget the technical term, where the sap goes up and down, or
Yeah. Because it's so cold up there, they grow so slowly, so they get very, very tight ear rings around. Yeah,
right, and they float better, and they're stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Because cedar we have here in Michigan, it breaks. People still make it out of it, but if you're doing racing, you want something you can hit the water with. So
it's cold
and
in
there's
Michigan.
a lot of people who race.
Well, you have snow.
Not yet though. In the upper peninsula, has a little snow. I heard today. But
that's nice.
Yeah, Canada is the best western. It comes from the west coast of Canada, British Columbia, Alberta.
Yeah. I've been watching a guy scroll sawing from that area, and he actually talked about cedar. In his region.
Actually, the Northwest Territory, the southern part of the Northwest Territory of Canada has a lot of cedar, and it's the best to make kayak paddles out of for racing.
Yeah, they need to be strong enough and flexible enough.
Yep.
At the same time.
But the shipping has stayed the same, but the tariff on it has. You have to pay on this side when it enters the country. The shipper doesn't pay it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's silly rules about that.
Well, we never had the tariffs to Canada before our president.
Was it Trump that changed that?
Yep. He put tariffs on a lot of stuff.
But a businessman is all about the money.
Yeah, but it doesn't make the buyer has to pay the money.
Yeah, so but where does the money you buy then, the tax, where does that go?
To the government.
Yeah. So
people stop shipping it.
Yeah, but he didn't want to raise the taxes, but he did that instead.
Well,
the government need to get the money anyway.
But the whole pretext was that the other country has to pay the tariff. That's what he's always told everybody. The other country pays it. And that's taught, in grade 8, grade 9, when we talk about, finance and that. No, they don't even teach it there. The other country does not pay tariffs. You
I
pay a
never heard
tariff.
of the other country that's selling it is actually paying for it to be shipped.
No,
That
they
kind of
don't.
stuff. I
It's
never
an
heard of
import
that.
tax. A tariff is an import tax in our country.
Yeah.
The only thing it does is it forces people to buy more American. But the thing is, in this case with the cedar, it just isn't the cedar that he makes the stuff out of because it's not as durable and it doesn't float as well.
Then it's not the same. Yeah,
Nope.
it backfires in some sort, in some production lines, because when you have to import stuff because you don't have it the same quality or the same, the same whatever. So then you have to import it, and then it backfires to all those companies that maybe have to lay off people because they got so much taxes to pay
Yep.
now. So neither way you turn, you're behind or you're behind. That's the
Yep.
saying we have in Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, what our government did was that stuff coming in from overseas up to $1,000 used to attract no tax at all. But they worked out that there was so much stuff coming in that they whacked GST on it.
So they
Another
started to.
10%.
That's a lot. I see an Australian fly. It's sitting on the
Yeah.
lathe.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Quick, kill him.
This- the budgies can eat him. I heard him before. A budge was there.
He brings his friends all the time.
What a crappy personality to bring his friends all the time.
I bring mine too. Every night when I close the shed up, I've got to quickly spray the fly spray around, because if I don't, the next day I come out, it's like Land of the Flies. I open up the door and they come flying out everywhere.
Well, I've tried to turn
What a
cedar.
better one. What a better one to use, Jay, is surface spray. Give the shed a coat of surface spray as well as fly spray, because they land on the surface spray, then they lick their feet, they snuff it,
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
and it lasts a lot longer than fly spray too.
Yeah.
Now you gave me an idea, Robbo. Just because I heard you say spray.
Sorry?
Yeah, I would imagine that a sort of spray lacquer would be a little bit more flexible than any other, because it gets so thin layered.
What are we talking about now? Sorry.
Lacquer.
Yeah, well, I use.
Yeah, but the stuff you put over to stop getting colored from the object that you colored.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was thinking about having mica powder to paint, or other words, do with leatherwork. Oh, I have a friend. She would be awesome with that, with the colors. Oh, la la. I'm not half as good. It would be nice to kind of like, if I would definitely do that. Like you make it like a dragon, and you have with punches. So you print it into the leather, punch it in, and then you have with mica powder, so you get all the glorious colors also. And then you need to spray it with some sort of lacquer so it stays there.
There you go, Eva.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Bit shinier.
Yeah, it's shiny. I just get the crazy eye. Oh, are you going to spray me? No, thank you. It's going to smell awful.
Open wide.
No, thank you.
Would the WD-40 be
Smells
better?
great.
No. And now I don't have any snus here. It's making me sad.
Oh, far out.
I need to go get some. Be right back.
All right, so let's exit that and go to bar. That's better. What's going on there, Robert? You don't want to show yourself, are you, at an Australian dentist today? You don't want to show your face on camera?
No, I'm actually sitting on a chair. It's afternoon tea time, so I'm having a cup of tea while I sit out.
Oh, you're giving me the
here.
munchies now. Giving me the munchies.
No, I haven't actually got any out there at the moment. I take it Blair's gone, has he?
Yeah. Tammy must have come home because he was down in the workshop, so he may not have heard her come home straight away.
Oh,
Oh,
if
yeah.
he's in the workshop, he lost himself.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
Yes, he is.
And today I
Like
had a
you,
fortune cookie.
Yeah.
Where did that
Was it-
note go then?
Was it fortunate?
Well, it was saying something memorable, but I don't remember it now.
That must have been very
It's,
memorable then.
Indeed, Robo, indeed.
The dark green Sharpie reacted with the lacquer. That's weird.
Did the paint react with it? What did you say?
Yeah, the Sharpie, yeah. It's extra. Bit weird.
Yeah, but what was it in the pens you used? Was it alcohol pens?
I would assume they are. It's just a texture. It's like
Like a Sharpie.
yeah, I'll show you. Look, Eva, it's just these, just textures. I'm pretty sure that's alcohol based.
Yeah, it would
Yeah, it is.
say so on them if they are. They might react with a lacquer or the shiner. I come to realize that my cat is actually as big as a normal Maine Coon male cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an 8-kilo cat. Oh, it looks like a kid toy in somewhat. You want to put something over there, some rings over there.
I've got to cut that. I've got to cut that bit off that I didn't color, but I was just trying to get the color reaction in the green in the top there, but I don't know. I think the light's gonna bleach it out.
Yeah.
No, it's quite weird. It's made it. It's like it's separated it in spots, like little bubbles kind of thing.
Maybe that was a very special tree. And if Robocop were here, he would call it Bobinga.
Would he?
Yeah, he calls everything Bobinga. Have you seen any of his lives?
Yeah.
Oh, he cracks us up.
Very animated.
Very I don't say no, but he does some fun stuff.
Yeah.
So you have started to do a lot of colors lately, haven't you?
Just with the finials, only because I got a Sharpie pack a couple of days ago and just wanted to try them out.
Yeah, of course, you should do that. And not every finial has to be super thin and super full of stuff either.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
That's why it's called a finial.
What does finial mean then? I don't know. It's a pointy
It's
wooden
all,
little
all
stick.
of it's. I don't know what it means. It's must be something French.
I think if you look it up, it actually means an exterior decoration.
See, a decoration doesn't have to be super thin. It can
Did
be a
you
bit
look it up?
wider.
It was normally put on the ends of bedposts and things like that, and cabinets and things like that. And in the last 15 years, people have been using them on bowls and boxes and stuff.
I've got two about that big on my bed head. It's a wooden carved bed head that I got from my grandfather's house when he passed away. So it's fairly old.
Nice.
Yeah. So that may be a bit of super glue that there.
Yeah, but it become very shiny.
So it might have just reacted with the maybe it didn't react with the texture so much, more with the clear lacquer, because I did have a really big crack in it, and that's all wood shavings and super glue.
Oh, okay.
And that went all the way through. Look, it even comes through at the top there.
Yeah, that might be where you see the reaction. Might it?
No, it's not. It's not a reaction as such. It means that the stain actually hasn't penetrated the wood. It was just sitting on top. When you put the lacquer on it, just washed it off.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Not bloody good, mate.
Bravo.
Yeah, that's nearly 2 hours. Look at that.
Yeah, good work.
Bad, isn't it? 2 hours to do that.
It was nice
Yeah,
to
you're getting
be back
slapped.
with you guys a bit.
Yeah, I'm getting lazy. Sorry, Robbo.
Oh, you have to whip him harder, Robbo.
Needs a whip with more horses' tails on it. You see?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to have some horsetail hairs. I would like to braid them into patterns and stuff.
Says you want to come down our way where we've got most of the stables that house all the race horses down here, and they're forever but trimming them and everything.
Yeah, but I just want from the tail, but they are not cutting in long. I want the long tail hairs. I don't want to have bits. Why do they need to trim the horses in Australia? That's absolutely crazy.
Look, there's actually people who go around and give horses like haircuts, sculpt the fur on them.
Yeah, I know.
If you like to make, yeah.
Over here, they do it in the winter time because they get too much winter fur, so they need to have a blanket on the rest of the winter then, after.
Yeah, well, the main reason they put blankets on them out there is not cold, but for the sun, to stop them from getting sunburnt.
Yeah, but over here they have thermal blankets. But I'm not for so much. I can understand if you have a very working horse and it gets very sweaty, perhaps. But otherwise, I don't like to cut. They have such perfect function in the hairs. They can turn each and every hair on their body against or with the wind or something, depending where it blows from and stuff like that. They have very, very fancy fur, actually.
Yeah.
And they kind of destroy that function when you shave them. Jay, we're not seeing what you do. We can't hear you because you muted yourself. Yeah, you muted yourself. No, I don't get it.
Moving his lips.
Oh, and he's muted. Yeah.
He still looks like Mr. Magoo.
I was just moving my lips. I knew it was muted.
Oh, you little joker.
Got you though, didn't it?
No,
Oh, Y2K problems. Oh, Robert or Rob, that was. Oh, your computer gonna stop work. You're gonna need to do that and this because now it's year 2000 and yeah,
And
everything
they
is gonna.
did. They did. The clocks, anything that had a clock tied to software, like bookkeeping, payroll, any of that really got screwed up bad with the older computers that did, and it was
Well,
a
if
lot of
my
people had them.
computer, it had happened nothing with my computer. It just continued to year 2000.
Right, but did you have the type of bookkeeping and office software needed, like for banking and running a business that had to synchronize data? The corporate computers is the ones that had the problems, and not all of them. It's just the cheap ones that were out there that were old.
And badly
You know,
updated.
well, you can't update for Y2K. That was impossible because that was burned into the clock chip on the computer.
Then they have obsolete computers. In other words,
Well, no, they would still run, but you could run games, you could run little stuff for yourself, but if you try to connect to a network and you didn't have a common time, things got screwed up. And there was so many of these computers all over the country and in the government, and because they hadn't updated them, they were still running DOS,
but we
not
didn't.
Windows.
I didn't think we had those kind of enormous problems over here.
If you were running, if you were a business and you were tying to other businesses and you hadn't updated your computer for 10 years, between seven, because if you're just running old DOS, Microsoft DOS base, or Unix or Linux, it would be, you were fine. But people that bought bigger computers and run them for business, those were the ones that would get screwed up and get lost because the clock would fail. And they did. But the
Well,
thing is,
at
our
least
group was the group that went through in the government agencies and were able to get people to write the tests to say, this is what you need to run on your machine. If it fails, we have to replace it. But you have to do it, 2 years ahead of time because the government puts that stuff out to bid 2 years in advance. So, and you have to make your software. If you're writing software for computers, it used to be you would, for a time date stamp, this is before the internet was a big thing, you would go to your computer to see what time it was and what
yeah.
date it was. But in software, that's what you would look at. So I'm posting something and it looks to the computer and it grabs that time date and shoves it in, the file. But the problem is that constantly updated, but there was at a point where it would all turn, and it did. The clock turned over to all zeros. The date did.
I think we did have some problems with people that born in year 2000 in the beginning, in the first quarter of the year there, that maybe got confused with people born in 1900. Same
Yes,
stuff.
that's what would happen. Now, if you're a bookkeeper, you can't do that because your books don't balance. If you're a bank, it instantly the banking network that you're tied to will reject any transactions that you might have made because the date doesn't match because that's part of the security, that part of it, the date and the timestamp. So that's important in business. So that's what we were telling them about. And I enjoyed working for the government. Your bank card come out of my lab with a little chip in it, with the mag stripe in it. But I don't get any out of it, no money, simply because I was a government employee. And they own everything that you think of and invent and do.
I think like Windows and such, they did a big update near that. and such to
Oh
be
yeah,
able.
Bill did that. We worked with Bill, and we worked with Linux. We worked with all the software providers because we had a committee. We just looked for machines, but all the software had to be updated. Not and it was done probably 5, 6 years before Y2K was hitting.
But they
They
spooked
were
us over
switching
here
old.
that nothing would work. Everything would just fall apart, and all of that. The worst scenario, whatever they could come up with. So they kind of spooked everybody. Nothing will work after 99.
Well, that was news media. But if you were running a cash register based on it and your accounting system expected the right date when you hit the key on the cash register, because don't forget, people actually had computers that weren't in the case with the keyboard. They were behind the cash register running it, and the electronic
Yeah,
cash registers and people booking airline flights and terminals. Those were all local computers. And there's
yeah,
so millions of them. And it was great for the manufacturer.
of course
And
it
they
was.
and they all knew it 10 years ahead. Everyone knew it, and they were the more expensive systems, they were updating them. But there was a lot of them that were just dumb terminals online on a mainframe. That's how we used to run everything. And those computers didn't care because you didn't look at that. It was just a terminal,
Yeah.
you know, didn't matter at all. You would set, when you logged in the morning, you would set a new date, but that wasn't coming from the clock chip on the computer. That was coming because you typed it in.
Yeah, but we don't have to worry about the 21st when it turns to 2100 because
No, no, not at
they
all.
all
We don't have to worry about it until we're all in the ground and buried and the next ice age is here.
or they have computers in your eyelids or something.
But yeah, we don't have to worry about that whatsoever. But the big thing we got to worry about now is our GPS system
I
that
don't
we
trust
have with the
GPS.
satellite.
They just show they don't even show my address correct when I have a carrier coming here. So they are going the wrong way because they don't know how to find my address because they put the dot in the wrong spot. And it's
Yeah,
so annoying. And since I'm the old school, I'm so used to phone books and stuff like that for the maps in there on the yellow pages. And so I need a map. I need a paper map. I hate GPS.
yeah.
And if I'm
Unfortunately, we around here that's all everyone lives by. But it's fairly accurate. But the GPS system we have floating around now is antique, and they're working on updating it with new satellites.
But they're showing
China
the
is
wrong
putting their
ways.
own separate in. No, that's the map maker. That's not the satellite. That's the map maker.
But the
It's not the
GPS that
satellite.
says turn right, turn left, go straight ahead, and all of that, they just get you out in some weird ways before you get to your from object A to B. So
Right,
I
that's the
prefer,
software. That's
yeah, I
strictly
must
the,
look
the
at the
person
map.
that writes the software.
Yeah, but they are crap in my book.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like my house, I'm in the middle of a road. If you super highway, and it Google here has changed that uh, because they go around the country with these special vehicles and they drive up and down every street of the
Yeah,
country with
yeah, I've
tied
seen
to
them.
the satellite to map it.
I've
And
seen them.
this last two mappings ago, we got moved from the middle of the freeway
Oh,
because we're
that's
next
nice.
to it. But see, what happened is my house is sitting on land that used to be a farm, and back when they've assigned addresses, the farmer assigned the address. It
Yeah,
wasn't it wasn't a governmental thing, and it kind of hung over all the years. And they've modified it and modified it, but in this case, it's we ended up 15 years ago when GPS was very popular, the early ones would put us in the middle of it. And even up to 2 years ago, we're on one side or the other. So if you have a delivery person, they can be driving down the street and all of a sudden you got a highway and you can't get around it. It's dead ended.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got
that's
to
a
go
bummer.
around the highway and then the super highway and come in from the other end.
But I live on top of a pub, so they always give. Sometimes when I open my phone, the phone is asking, "Did you have a nice time on the pub?" What the fuck? I'm home.
That's odd because I would think people would use the GPS to find the pub.
Yeah, but it doesn't work. It worked to the pub. Everybody can see the pub because it's kind of having stuff outside also and so on. It's hard
Yeah.
times for the pub owners here now, though, because it's
Oh, it is here too.
yeah. But now
Except patio.
yeah, but it changed everything since Friday. Now they can't have open longer until 22 in the evening because there's so many drunken people late. Normally they close 0300, so they have to close at 22 now, and that means that there are less drunken people are out on the streets in the middle of the night that don't keep distances because it starts spreading so bad here now. It's worse than
Yeah.
it was in March
Yeah.
because people have no respect for it anymore.
Yeah. Well, I got to go. It's getting late here. 11:35.
Yeah, it's early here.
Yeah.
It's 0500 here, 0535. So it's breakfast time.
Yeah. Well, I'll catch you tomorrow. Jay,
Yeah,
Night,
see you later.
Dr. Bob.
Robo. I ran out of coffee, and the coffee is now not working anymore to keep me awake. So I'm going to go lay down. That's the problem of being 78.
I think you're doing great.
All right.
Thank you for
See
coming
you
in.
later.
Thanks for coming in.
Yep. Catch you tomorrow.
See
Yep.
you.
Bye now.
Sleep well.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, you started on another project. Maybe you should invite the Dark into so we can talk to him instead.
Yeah, Doc can come in if he likes. He's more than welcome to.
Yeah,
Just
I
have to
can do
send him
that
a
if
link,
you want. I
that's all.
can act like a secretary. Dark, do you want to come in and talk to us? He seems to be the only one in the chat now, but I don't know. Maybe he's working on something, so he don't have time. So I'm just waiting for him to answer. Many people do their own work at the same time, I've noticed.
Yep.
But you can shut the camera off and just talk like me. Are you ready for the... red, that's Swedish though, but are you afraid you're going to say so many bloops? He's a bitch.
Don't worry, Doc. Go back and watch the lives from Eva when she first came in.
Were you able to watch the thingy that you commented there when I went live? Okay.
No.
Because
No,
you were on so early that night, so I didn't know you were on actually even because I didn't check it. So, but I tried to send everybody that wanted to look on some turning and stuff. I tried to tell them to go to you, but I only have 7 people watching, so.
Yeah.
But
that's right.
yeah, but I tried to send them to you.
Thank you.
I think Robo is working on something.
Yeah. He's got an order that he needs to fill, and then he's got to go away. He's got to go interstate in a couple of days, And the place that he's going to is fairly close to where where these lamps need to be delivered. So he was trying to kill two birds with one stone.
Did you say he had to go to the States?
No, interstate, into another
okay.
state. Yeah.
That's now I get it. It's okay, Dark.
No, I haven't fallen asleep. I'm just wandering around, moving things and getting things organised. That's all.
I like the shavings you have there, the long curly ones.
That's all I ever had.
That looks almost like the beginning of a very, very small goblet.
Oh, Eva, don't give it away.
Sorry.
No.
You get me every time, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought we might get Wayne the Bigfooty in here soon. He's gonna wake up soon. Well, it's just it's in 40 minutes. I think he's gonna wake up because it's 4 o'clock or
That's all right.
Yeah, but no, Dark. It's not that we don't like to hold a active channel for. We love it like in here. Oh my God! Now I can't talk anymore. Oh dear.
Too much vodka in that mix, Eva.
Oh, that's what you keep saying. Strangely enough, it's non-vodka in it, but okay. It's fine. Your big-footed friend. Yeah, he was up late last night, or... Well, when I was in another live and talked. This is my second live today. Are you making another finial?
Yeah, it's just another part of that same gum branch.
Okie dokie. Oh, and Dark says he was on a big channel live stream earlier, and he would rather have been here, but we were not alive here yet then. Or Jay was not alive yet. Well, alive you were, but not live.
Naughty English language, isn't it?
English is hard.
Yeah, it's my only language and it's still hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets weird sometimes. It gets really weird sometimes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that how the Canadians do it too? Oh, yeah.
And all they say over there is about. I've learned that now.
About.
A boot. Isn't that right? A boot. Yeah, they can't say about, so they say a boot. No, I still can't tell. Yeah, moose they can say too.
Yeah, a moose.
You don't have any mooses, do you?
Sorry?
You don't have any mooses down there. You have deers of some sort, I would guess.
Yeah, we have deers, but they're right out in the country. We don't have them in suburbia.
Oh, we have the small deer walking around in the Bambi kind of deer walking around in kind of almost central Stockholm. Yeah.
Yep.
If you're lucky, you can even see a beaver in the middle of the city, in the water.
Is that in the red light district?
We don't have a red light district here. Just so you know.
Do you know what a red light district is?
I do know what that is. You have to go to Holland for that, I almost said. To Netherlands.
beaver is another name for it here. That's all.
Oh, yeah, beaver is another name for the cat bird. Yeah, I know that. You see, I tried to be polite there.
Yeah. It's a good try.
But we have also some prey birds in the middle of the city that they have planted in there again to take care of the pigeons.
Yep.
So they try to do it the natural way. I've actually seen one of them hunt pigeons nearby the subway when I was waiting for the bus there.
Yeah, they can bring them here too if they want.
It was quite a spectacle in the sky to watch that. How the pigeons flew tighter and tighter as a flock, and the big bird did lashes towards them. He didn't get anyone, meanwhile. But it was interesting to watch.
Yeah.
And who would have think that you could have seen that in the middle of central Stockholm?
Yeah. Yes.
You just want to eat the beavers, don't you, Dark? And I'm not talking about the bad ones here. I'm talking about the animal beaver. Oh, I just heard how I said that, and it got interpreted all the wrong way. And he says he actually asked you a question here now. Yay, I got a buddy in Queensland. He gets them lovely birds there, noisy as hell, but lovely to hear sing. Do you have them also?
Yeah, we get loads of parrots, different types of parrots here and stuff, Rosella and stuff like that, and yeah, they carry on like pork chops. The fruit ferments, and they know it, and they get drunk off of it. I'm pretty sure they do it all over Australia, but the parrots, they're a bunch of larrikins here, I tell you. We got a
But the Rosellas are kind of cute. There's the pink and the brushy head they have and stuff like that.
Oh, no. That's a cockatoo.
No. Rosellas are mini cockatoos.
Nah.
At least the Rosella I've seen.
This is what a Rosella... Look, that's what a Rosella looks like.
Oh, we don't call that Rosella. Okay.
Parrot.
It's not the same bird.
And they're about nearly 2 foot tall.
And bats, the really big bats. Are you meaning the fruit-eating bats, Dark?
Yeah, we get bats too.
But you have they're not called bats. Is the flying dogs maybe called? Is them the one you're talking about, Dark? Oh,
yeah, Dark, yeah. We got a rubber tree out the front, and that gets a type of berry on it. I don't know what it is, but all type of birds and bats, they come for that at night. And then next to that, we've got a tropical tree. It's a lily-pilly tree, and they love that too. And
I'm not going to read that, Dark, though, what you said there, but...
And then out the back, we've got a date palm tree, and they come out for that too. So some nights when I'm out in my shed, all I hear is of them either landing or taking off, and they're actually quite big. We got
fox bats, he called them.
Oh yeah, each wingspan would be at least 3/4 of a meter.
Not more.
Not sure.
But that's a big bat. That's a big bat. We have tiny bats over here, but they are so cute. I like bats. I don't like the diseases they spread, but I like bats because I don't like mosquitoes, so I like bats. Because they eat insects.
Do you know what color their poop comes out?
Well, it depends on the fruit, isn't it? Purple?
No,
deep purple?
Comes out black. Hey, I'll go outside and there's black splat marks on my driveway like this, you know?
Yeah, we have birds that actually give purple poop poo in the fall time when they eat a lot of berries.
Oh yeah.
And he says the bats there is about as big as a small bird, but they are like, that's the kind of bats we have here too. Because we live so far north, Dark.
Yeah, these bats aren't really meant to be here, but they've just flown down from whatever, and stayed.
Yeah, if it's a livable area, they will stay. But ours eat insects mainly. They don't eat fruit.
I think these ones are fruit bats, but they're
They
I've never
eat
seen.
insects and they hibernate.
Not sure if they hibernate. We don't get cold enough for animals to hibernate here.
I don't think so either.
Like the ducks don't even leave. They don't even fly south.
Yeah, we have. There's a lot of birds that fly south, but Stockholm City is actually feeding the swans here, so they actually stay, and some other ducks that stay during the winter.
Yep.
They have a feeding station across where the castle is, the royal castle. So they feed them all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
And there is a thing people should know, that we shouldn't feed birds with bread, actually. It's not good for their stomachs.
Blah, whatever. Yeah, I used to have shitloads of lettuce and stuff like that from when I used to own a food charity. And I'd chuck lettuce out to them and they'd pick it up and spit it back out.
They didn't like it.
No.
Australia used to have a giant bird called condor, where it was huge and could carry a small guy, like me, away. But that must have been millions of years ago. Condors do exist, but in South America, I believe.
Yeah, they can still carry off sheep and stuff.
But is it a condor?
They can carry off, yes. The wedge-tailed eagle out here can carry a sheep or a baby off the ground, or a small child.
And they still do that, I guess.
Yep.
The dingo got my baby.
Dark was talking about the prehistoric bird. Have you been pooping again? Huh? The Petrian racks or whatever they are, I can't even pronounce it. You know what I mean then, Dark? They were like big, scary stuff flying around. Petriac something. Oh, I can't say it. Is it hug time? First poo, run around, and then it's hug time again. Yes, I love you too, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby.
I'd say the same thing, but my wife might tell me off. But thanks anyway.
I was talking to my cat.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, kind of like your mother-in-law, huh? Oh dear, you don't like her then? Oh, you lived with your mother-in-law, didn't you? Oh, it's smelly. What have you been eating? Yes, it's smelly.
I think you need to pay.
I don't know what happened because my litter is not taking away the smell anymore, and maybe it's the food I'm giving him because it's very. But you do it in a you have that love-hate relationship. In other words, pick.
So maybe that's the problem. Either it's your kitty litter. Maybe go and buy some from the shop.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. They even tried to make litter for the cats like wooden pellets.
Yep.
But my cats didn't like that sort of thing. They like the sand. They want to dig in the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they
Tell them to
are.
bugger off outside then.
Oh, you're burning again.
No,
But it looks burnt.
does it? Oh,
Yeah, it got colored. Oh, maybe it got red from that. Maybe that's what I'm seeing.
just
What
dust.
is it? Was that a piece of wood or what was that? No, that was steel.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're on about. I didn't see anything.
But I see something red marked there.
A knot.
No?
It's got a knot in it. It's got a knot in it. That's what I
Uh-huh.
was talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that there. Is that what you're talking
That's
about?
what I said. Oh, well, yeah, and it kind of came out when you took that big red thing and pushed it towards it.
Well, this big red thing here?
Not that one, but not even close. Dark. I would like my cats to be able to go out too, but in the middle of Stockholm with nothing but alleys and cars here, I don't think it would very nice of me to let them go out and be run down by cars the first thing. So I'm not letting them out.
No, you don't need that.
But then people are so evil towards cats. So I don't dare if I would let them out if I lived in a place where they were close, or I would be scared that the fox were getting them and stuff like that. Are you trying to make a ring there?
Oh, yeah, kind of, I suppose.
Yeah, it would fit in there. It would be nice. Yip turn
Yeah.
words. Wood. Good day, everybody. Good day to you too.
How you going, Justin?
G'day, Justin.
Are you going to move into a village a bit? I got the impression that you lived on the rural side, Dark. Like kind of almost out in the forest by yourself.
See if I can keep this one on the finny away.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't bust again. Or burst into little mini pieces.
Yeah. Hey, if you're going to do a
Yep.
job, do it properly, right?
Yep, and I want to be in as an earwig.
No?
Yeah, he asked for another earwig.
Yeah, always. Didn't I send you a link, Justin, earlier this morning?
Yeah, Dark, I would agree with you there.
Oh, no, sorry. There you go, Justin.
Hello, Jup.
G'day, gang.
Oh
going?
dear,
There you go.
is that a piece of spalted wood? Or is it just
Yeah.
a miraculous grain?
Hey,
No, it's
Kat.
faulty.
Hey, Robbo.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that.
Really good, mate.
He just put it there so I should start drool. That's why he put it there.
That's really nice. That really nice piece.
Oh, he muted himself.
Yeah,
It
so we
was
can talk.
really nice wood.
So we can talk about it, yeah. Eva.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm getting a lot of rollback here. I don't know if that's everybody else or if it's just me.
Have you shut down the YouTube window? Not shut it down, but made it silent.
Turn it. Mute it. Mute it. Mute the YouTube window.
Yeah, YouTube need to be muted, and then you watch your StreamYard. Now you muted yourself again, Jup. Everybody comes with an idea how you should solve. Now you're back.
Hopefully that's better. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm
always
just getting
mute.
used to it all, that's all. Just getting myself set up.
Is it? Yeah, I have muted. Yeah, I always mute that.
Yeah. I got a question for you, Justin.
Oh. Yeah, mate.
When did you have time to do the Medicare ad?
I
Haven't you? Have you seen that on TV?
I haven't seen it. No, I don't watch live TV.
Oh,
No, I don't watch live TV, so I have to.
There's a bloke that's sitting in his. There's a bloke sitting in his backyard, and I tell you what, every time it comes on, I think, God, that's Justin.
Well, there is some feedback somewhere from something.
Yeah.
It's not me.
I just quickly
Not me.
pulled up the YouTube and then muted it again, so I think that was me. Could go away in a second.
Jay, Dark is asking why you do all this finial all the time. Is it just practice?
I just figured I'd do some videos. No reason really, just I like
The funny part.
I like doing smaller stuff for
The
some
funny
reason, but not pets.
I think
The
it's
funny
yay
part is I
too.
don't call them finials. The funny
What do you
part is
call
I
them
don't
now?
call them finials. They're stupid.
What is it? What?
A stupa. Look it up on the internet.
Well, I need to know
ST.
how you spell it. ST.
UTA. There's a decoration on temples.
Oh, okay, them. Okay, gotcha. Oh, now I got this stupid song in my head. Yeah, and it won't go away. So in my head, it's always go, I love you, baby. Ba, 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 I love you, baby. And I don't even know the lyrics. It's even more irritating.
Come on, you should have Christmas carols in your head, Eva.
But it's not right. It's not time yet.
You tell Amber
Next
that.
week, end of next week, it's time. Then we start with the first Advent, as we call it, and it's the first Sunday before Christmas.
Yep.
The first Sunday before the first Sunday of 4 before Christmas. That's the importance. I am sure that's some religious stuff behind that, but we don't even call Christmas over here anything with Christ, so. Dark think that they are so templates resemble to mothership. And he also answered you. He also answered you. It made sense with what you said about why you're making finials. I'm trying to assist you, though.
I didn't know what else to do with the branches. Can you hear Amber singing in the background?
I could hear something.
That's something, you got that right.
It's more like she's...
I wasn't going to say anything about a cat being punished.
Yeah, I was going to say, I could pull a cat's tail and it sounds better than that. More in tune, at least.
But she's happy.
Yeah, she is. Apparently.
Why, are you leaving or something?
Yeah, if I leave, that means you can't come here.
I will find you.
You may run, but you can't hide. Yeah? Something like that.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that you read the last comment he made, so we don't have to read it to you.
Who read it?
Dark said he was just curious. Nothing wrong with a bit of finial practice. He could use some himself. I just like trying to keep you up with what's said in chat so you can continue working.
Thank you.
I'm trying to be a good panel worker.
A good earwig.
Yeah.
Have you been learning from Mark?
Don't think so, but...
The gentleman wood turner.
I've been learning from a Canadian guy.
Is that one of the guys you had in your life?
Yeah, that's the one.
I try to do the same, Eva, but when you come in, I can't get a word in edgeways, so...
But you know what, Robbo? If you have something to say to Jade, you just start talking to him and I be silent. You know that?
I know that.
He doesn't disrespect the women though. He doesn't interrupt, you see.
Oh, he does if he needs to.
But if you don't take a breath edgeways, then it makes it a bit harder.
But I've been silent for a bit of a time and nobody say anything, so therefore I say something.
That's fine, Eva. We're just giving you shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're waiting
I
for
could
the next...
listen to that accent all day, don't worry.
You were waiting for the misfits. No, Robbo? What did you say?
Yeah. I was waiting for the next bit. It's all right, Eva. As I said, I'm wandering around the workshop getting things ready, so...
Yeah, I know. But I also know that this is you teaching Jay, and if he does something stupid that you need his attention right away, I will shut up as soon as you start speaking. But you have a certain tone then you go Jay, Jay in a certain way, and then I know, okay, shut up now.
Yeah, I don't think he does that anymore. Unfortunately for JP.
Maybe.
Did you have a little bit of bit nervous there last night, Robbo?
Sorry?
Was you a little bit nervous last night?
No. I wasn't nervous. I was apprehensive that I wouldn't get it all done in an hour.
Yeah.
I did, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I tried to get Amber to watch when you were doing the skew work, and she's like, "Yep, cool." Back to her phone. All right then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think we need to have spanners to put the YouTube channel into the. Or Jup, could you just put out your YouTube channel so we can copy and paste it?
Sorry.
I can,
Dark.
but it's not really running yet.
Oh, that's why I can't find it then.
Yeah, he's incognito.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm running tests at the moment. This is the closest I've gotten to getting anything live actually running.
So how many phone calls have you had to make today, Justin?
What do you mean phone calls?
Well, you're a postie, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't open your mail on the Sundays, mate.
Ah, okay. I was wondering if you'd twig to that.
Took me a second.
Eva, you have to go and have a look on my Facebook wall.
Post a web address.
You have to go and look on my Facebook page for a post about a postman who's going to stay home, all right? And then you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Okay, let's go and have a look. Da, 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 da.
I thought the other good one I like, Jay, is the passengers sitting in the plane and the announcement comes over. This is your pilot speaking. I'm working from home today.
Thanks for that, Justin. I'll put it in the link in the chat. There you go, lads. All right.
I don't think that's right. Like I said, I'm still working things out.
All right. We'll let you off just this once, all right?
Ah, okay, that one. Yeah, I noticed it when you posted it, actually.
I've got a background in audio visual, so messing around with things like vMix, which is what I've got on my stream right now, I'm quite used to that.
Yeah, actually, your microphone is not good.
Like a webcam into the computer.
Yeah. Can you raise your voice or just turn your mic up a little bit? I can hear you all right, but it's going to be hard for Robbo.
Yeah, shout a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Get a couple of beers into you, mate. You'll be right.
The shout, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can't boost.
Right, Justin, you can now add links to the YouTube chat on my lives. You're a moderator. All right.
Okay, cheers, mate.
You're privileged.
How's the audio there? Is it a bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a bit. It's a little bit echoey, as if you're in a toilet. To me, anyway.
Oh shit, Justin, you better get out of the toilet quick.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Australians for you.
I've
They
got a few
tell it-
compressors running, that's all.
Oh, now you're a lot
So-
louder.
Now, sorry, Justin, what was that you said?
Yeah, maybe too much. I said I've got a few compressors running. Try and drown out some of the background noise.
Oh, yeah. Funnily enough, Eva is one of the few women I can actually understand
it's not
on
just-
this, because I have a great deal of trouble with the pitch on voices. That's the problem.
Because I'm dark enough, you mean?
Would it be better if I went higher?
No.
In the voice, I
you've
mean
got
dark
to-
voice.
No, you're fine, Eva. It's just the right pitch. I have a lot of trouble with a lot of other women trying to. I do on TV as well. Like, I can't. In a lot of cases, I can't understand the female newsreaders.
Yeah, but they have too light. There are too. I have a quite dark voice for being a female, so it's. I would expect that you would probably hear me better than if I start talking like this. You're not gonna hear a thing. See?
Yeah. Or maybe you're an octave lower than some females.
I'm glad that you can hear what I'm saying now.
I don't always listen, of course, but then I never listen to my wife either, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that I
According to
already
her.
knew. I already knew that, Robbo.
Maybe it's just that you think she's got something worth listening to.
Now, I didn't understand any of that, Justin. Sorry.
He said maybe it's not something worth listening to.
No worries.
Well, oh no, Eva's always worth listening to.
Oh, Robbo.
Yeah, why do you think we're invited in the chat?
Because you want a female opinion.
Yeah, just don't tell her, Robbo, alright? Oh shit, she's in here.
Yeah, I can be full of it.
Cool, man. It didn't explode off this time.
No,
Yay!
well,
Have you
probably
burnt
because there
it?
was no crack. Probably because there were no cracks in it.
Yeah, a lot more stable at this piece.
And still I have this stupid song in my head.
What's that? Baby
I
Shark?
love you, baby. Da-da-da-da. I love you, baby.
Uh,
Barry Mallow.
baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
Right, that's it. You're getting muted now, Robbo. I've had enough of that.
Baby shark.
There we go. Look at that. See? Look, watch this. You ready? Look at that. Silence.
Yeah. Oh, I start to like you even more. Yeah.
Justin's
Yeah,
just
but
realised
can you see
he
that?
can take the Damn it. Damn it.
You're lucky. I just happened to be walking past the computer when I saw it.
I actually heard from other guys that they think I have a sexy voice.
Oh, very sexy, Eva. A nice Swedish accent you have.
Yeah, of course. That's the thing. Another guy from Australia, he wanted to hear more of the ABBA voice.
Are you going to sing for us?
Nope, don't think so. You don't want to hear it, then you're going to mute me, so.
I'll just remove you from the chat altogether.
Yeah, you can do that too. But then maybe Dark will be sad.
Yeah, true. So what have you been making lately, Eva?
Not much. I'm trying to. I have too many projects. I've been knitting most, I think, trying to. But I have like 3 or 4 different knitting stuff I'm doing at the same time. So.
Oh, you're still trying to do that baby blanket?
Yeah, but as I stated before, the child gonna probably be 3 years before I'm done with it.
You're starting to sound like my mum.
Yeah, well, it's tedious work. It needs to be bigger than I thought, so I might not have enough yarn, but I can buy more, so it's not a problem. It's not an expensive yarn. I chose the cotton one because so you can wash it in 60 degrees, so it can be bacteria clean.
Yes. You need to buy yourself some sheep.
It's gonna be okay. But I ordered actually something really funny. Some silver sheets for gilding.
All right.
So I want to gild something later. I don't know what, but I know probably some wood stuff. I carve something.
Seems we have a new person in the chat. Seems we've got a new person. You have to reveal yourself.
I do? To who? I haven't seen any new person. Oh, you mean to Jop?
Yeah, come on.
What? Oh, you mean that? But I need to go.
Let's see what you look like.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy. It's nothing beautiful. It's just another fat girl, so it's not much to see. But I need to go to the loo first. So toodaloo. Be right back.
Thanks for that. Everyone needed to know that. But...
Did I sound like I'm in the loo?
But I'm wetting myself here soon, so I really have to go. Be right back.
All right. Cross your legs.
Is Sharon at the back at work? Is she?
Sorry, Robbo. Go.
It's Sharon, your wife, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah, that's right, mate.
Yeah, is she back at work, is she, or still at home?
Yeah, she's worked this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that I'd like her job at the moment.
I'm allowed to sit in the lounge room with all my equipment set up. No, it's not great.
There's actually a friend of mine who's got a worse job, I reckon. He's had to modify some vehicles for removing the, no subtle way, so removing the dead bodies that have been, that died because of COVID.
Ouch. Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, well, I'd like to think we're over the worst of it now.
I hope so. We're allowed out in public without masks on now, so that's nice.
Sorry, what was that?
We're allowed out in public now without a mask on, so that's nice. That's a good thing.
Oh,
Step in the right direction.
yeah, you know what I missed? I don't go out very often anyway because I work here at home. But the thing that I missed the most was the fact that you couldn't tell whether people were smiling.
Yes. And it's terrible because I've often got a big smile on my face. With the mask on,
Yeah,
unless you can see the eyes.
yeah, well, that's right. But there's some people don't show emotion in their eyes either.
Yeah. Or if I've got my sunnies on, just forget it. There she is. Hello.
Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hello, Dark. At least I show myself to you. I had an
Geez,
accident
Eva,
in
you
the
could
other
have
channel.
you
I had
could have at least done your hair, Eva.
But I have, don't you see? It's but I showered yesterday morning at least, but it's like this morning. And this is Swedish snus. And that's like tobacco. Did you just give thumbs down now? Yeah, you've seen me before. I had an accident in the other live, and it's kind of embarrassing. So I was showing off some leather work I've done and stuff like that, and I should lean over and move the camera again, and the shirt have fallen down quite a bit, forward or down. So I showed them the largest cleavage ever, and it was so embarrassing. And the guys went nuts. That's why you get such a cut.
Oh, that's why you got all the fellas in there, is it?
I don't know. I seem to be.
You know, there's such a thing. You know, there's such a thing as RedTube, don't you? You don't have to have a YouTube account.
But that's why I cut it up here anyway, because I don't want to show that. It was quite embarrassing, actually. I felt bad about it all day.
I'm sure the guys didn't.
They liked it, of course. They were just laughing. So it's, yeah, it is what it is.
It's all right. We'll let you off just this once, all right?
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, this is me. And I showed them off some work I did yesterday. Like, we had one guy.
Justin, Eva is a professional leather worker.
You haven't seen this one yet.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Do you see what is put on, the gems? What they are like?
Yes.
And I have one on the back side too.
What leather is that?
Mine are Ursa. Cow, but it's a bit lacquer, so it's shiny. You liked the shininess, didn't you?
Yeah.
And inside there is some horse gear even. It's an extra rim. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's this way. And the horse's head go into my arm there, and that is on the nose.
That's going to be
With
hard
a
to handle, isn't it? With
gem,
the
but you
horse's head
can't-
under your arm.
Yeah, but it's just for the nose of the horse. It's not to hold the bit. So, and it's a different type than the normal.
That went over your head.
But
That
you
one
seen my
didn't
other
it?
purse? I've shown you that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did, because I didn't understand what you said, probably. So, and knowing you, it was probably good. So this is my everyday bag. It's made
What is
from
that?
a neck of a bull. It's a bag. It's a bit
Oh, yeah.
though, but it's because it's been laid
No,
back.
sorry.
Yeah.
I could hear someone was driving before.
Yeah, that was with Europe, and you have some little compartments in there. I colored it
Oh,
black
mate.
inside.
Give me
And the
the
mark
give me the money.
here, here.
Give me the money.
Do you want to see again?
Oh, tip it on the camera.
I had
No.
little pockets and stuff in there. And I had a bit of a deer antler, so I put that in the lock. It's a
Oh,
real
yeah.
deer antler.
Yeah, I've turned deer antler before. It bloody stinks.
Yeah. I had enough with a stinking antler when I was drilling through it to get the thread in there.
Yeah, gross, isn't it?
Don't carve deer antler if you want to not want to smell it. Oh, Dark, you
Yeah.
haven't seen that before, so now you've seen it too. It's not a halter, because a halter is something you put on the horse when it goes from the crib out to the pasture and stuff like that. Just that's a halter. But that was just it's a part of a bridle.
Okay.
But the rest of it wasn't there. But it was just made because those used to be very popular because they goes on a cross on the nose on the horse.
Yes.
So I made one. You can see if you watch show jumping sometimes you can see that. Oh, you put a commercial strip out there. I have actually, I don't know where my big box is with a lot of stuff I made are in. I don't even know where it is right now.
No, I'm not even going to answer that one because I've got a one-track mind and I'm going to answer that all wrong.
There's bridles and even for driving horses with the carriage bridle, and there's long reins, and there is some other stuff in there, some stuff you need if you're going to long rein the horse and stuff like that.
Yep.
My exam work is in there too.
Is that why you're hiding it?
It's black and purple, huh? It's all black with purple details.
No way to treat your box.
Well, I have the color guy on the tannery to actually make me a special purple for that.
Yep. Oh no, look at that. I just got the call.
Oh, it's time for dinner for you, isn't it?
Nearly. I just got the tap on the window. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. It's okay, Dark. I forgive you. Yay, it come loose. Da 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 da. It's spinning all around. Ba, 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 ba. Get it out of my head. but no more sharks, please.
Okay. What about minions? Are they better?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're heaps better. They got the right attitude. They're a perfect attitude they got.
They're just stupid.
Yeah.
Because they are minions.
Fun. They have fun.
Yeah, they have fun.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. I even have a spalted ball here that Ruben made for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you want? Yeah. Look again. Here it is.
Hang on, I'll put you up on the screen so you can see it. All right.
Here it is. I love it. It's really nice.
Oh, yeah. That's nice wood. What is it?
I don't know what it is. It's spalted, he said. But it feels plastic when you touch it. And here I got the one that Nick sent me.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
The Flaming Turner.
Yep.
Yes, I love the wood in this. It's absolutely magnificent. I love it.
So is it just because you're a female that you get sent stuff out to you? Where's mine? No.
I don't know. I told Nick I love the wand, and he said, "I'll put your address up," and I sent it to you. And I said, "Okay." And then Ruben started, oh, tell me your name.
Okay,
He
maybe
likes
you should
Bolted.
show
I have
some
this.
cleavage on your YouTube channel, mate.
No, it's nothing.
Hi.
I didn't. No, nothing to do with that. I don't want to go that way. I'm not a such girl,
Oh,
so I don't.
so the rumors aren't true then? Oh.
And I started me shrinking head.
Yep. You started it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But it's gonna take. I'm gonna shape wet leather around it, so it's not gonna be the base for it. He has a too happy mouth, doesn't he? I started with the lips down there, but I don't know how to carve them yet.
He might be happy to be a shrunken head, though.
Yeah, it might be.
All right, so I've got my my walnut shine juice about to go on.
You walnut shine use.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, we see his shop there now. Oh, you special made.
Yeah. Look, it's just, to be honest, it's just the Obi Shine mix, but I've instead of adding linseed oil, I've put walnut oil in it instead. That's the only difference.
Well, linseed oil are dangerous.
It's good in the shine juice, but
Usually use boiled linseed oil.
yeah, the walnut oil shits all over it.
I totally agree with you, Dark. Totally agree with you. And they made such a fun parcel to me also, because this is a quite small piece, and they wrapped it in a package, and loads of tape. I was laughing when I opened that. It was funny. Oh, Robbo, I even see you a little bit there. I saw the side of your head. So
Right.
I even got more stuff coming in a while when they're ready. They take their time, but that's okay. Oh, don't make so much noise.
All right, I'm going to give this one more coat, and then I'm going to knock it on the head because my dinner's sitting on the table now. So.
Fun people who are not all snowflakey. What does that mean? What are snowflakey? What are snowflake?
Snowflakes are the ones that are too, ooh, I can't do that. I can't do it like that.
Sensitive and delicate.
Aha. Yeah. Okay.
Snowflake melt with the slightest bit of heat.
They think they're precious.
But they are in real world a little, what was the word? Brittle. No, that was not the word I wanted.
They think they're entitled.
Oh, I hear the bird again. It sounds like a zoo.
That's a minor bird.
Yeah, it sounds like a budgie or something like that.
A yellow-eyed minor bird. They're classed as a pest here.
Yeah, they make loud noises.
That's the baby calling out to its mama for its food.
Oh yeah, it's spring over there. No, it's summer now, isn't it?
No, it's still spring for another 8 days. You want to be precise?
Oh. There. I didn't know you were so precise down there.
No, I'm not. But other people might be, but...
Yeah, maybe Robert would have slapped you if you got it wrong.
Yeah.
In Australia, it's either bloody hot or bloody cold.
That's it. You got it.
But in my book, it's always bloody hot.
Yeah, we got different heat though.
Yeah, of course you do. But I don't think I would like to be there in your summertime. I don't think
No.
I could stand the heat, to be honest.
Well, if you can't stand it, the best thing to do is sit down.
No, you're kidding me now. Oh, there comes the siren.
Yeah, that's another one. That's called a starling, that one. That's a blackbird.
Oh, but it doesn't sound like starlings here. Starlings here sounds wonderful.
Yeah. No, that was a baby starling, though. Squawking through his food.
Bubinga? No, it's not Bubinga. I was just joking. Dark wondered what is the name of the deep redwood?
Jarrah, most probably.
Oh, Jarrah! I heard that stinks.
No,
Oh,
Jarrah or red gum.
yeah.
But Joseph just turned a bit of Jarrah and it stinks. He can't stand it.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to go now. What's that?
Yeah, it's okay.
Happy wife, happy life. Well, she's sitting down eating and she's staring out the door looking. So I'm going.
Dear, you better go.
Yeah. All right.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me
Thank
in.
you.
Yeah.
Night, night.
Thanks for coming in, everyone. Bye.
Bye.